I competed in the biggest tournament of the year, the US Open. I got the opportunity to play on center court in front of hundreds of people in the men's pro doubles division. We're gonna watch my match and break down each point so you can learn from what I was thinking and use our strategy in your own game to become a better player. First point underway. Let's go. Nice drop. Bam. A lot to learn from there. First point, and there's something to learn from. Check this out. So Mark, my partner Mark here, absolute legend. So he hits this dink. It's the first point. Maybe he's a little tight. He pops up the ball. So look, he pops up the ball. Bam. So he knows this guy's going to attack. So look at Mark's paddle right here. Mark decides to commit full backhand and slide to the middle of the court. Since the opponent has a high ball that he's going to attack, instead of Mark standing there and having to guess forehand or backhand, Mark is using his brain, and he knows that if this opponent here, his name's John, pulls the ball this way, the ball is going out, meaning the ball has to go at Mark's body or through the middle of the court. So Mark slides to the middle. Okay, look, now I'm going to play it in slow-mo from here. This is perfect for everybody to see. A lot to learn from. Look, pops it up, slides. So if Mark does hit that, he's going to pound it right at this guy and catch him off guard. Great first point, even though it was poor execution.
Ball in action.
Ooh.
Oh, and that does catch the...
It was in. Let's go. Perfect. So here's a great strategy that Mark and I are using that you can use in your game if you're maybe a little nervous. So we're on center court. There's a bunch of people watching. When we hit our third shots, whether it's a drive or drop, our strategy with Mark and I is we're going to stay back. We're not going to apply any pressure with the person that's not hitting it, moving up or trying to crash and get a poach. And the reason is, if your partner's looking to poach, it puts a lot of pressure on you to hit a good ball. So you could hit your third shot drop or drive into the net or high and just lose the point immediately. So look at our placement when I hit this drive. Look. Okay, look where I am. Look where Mark is. I'm driving the ball. Look where Mark is. So look, the guy is making contact, John, and we're both here. So we can't get punished. This is just a way for us to execute getting up to the line comfortably instead of sprinting like a madman. So we move up together. I hit the drop. Look, it's a little high. The guy's able to get it out of the air. Notice I don't bum rush in. I feel like amateur players hit the ball and just go in. I stay back. I'm like, okay, I'll just reset another one. I reset another one. Look, I stay back again. He's getting it out of the air. Look where I am. I'm staying back. He misses it into the net. Mark isn't at the net. I'm not at the net. We're comfortable in the midcourt, working up as a team because we're feeling that pressure. This has always blown my mind a bit, and it's that 66% of people who regularly watch my channel are not subscribed. Before we continue with the video, if you could do me a favor and press that subscribe button, it would mean so much. And in return, I give you my full commitment to me trying to produce the highest quality videos each week. It's so indie here, each week, that get you better and that you don't have to pay for. I'm on this journey. Join me with it. Press that subscribe button. Thank you.
Good to see him back competing at such a high level. Oh, and he got it while he wanted
Nice.
there too.
Here we go. Okay. While an amateur player might see this space over here and try to hit a super aggressive drop this way, or they see the space here, hit a super aggressive drop that way, instead I play it safe. I'm using the drop as a more passive approach, as a means of approaching the kitchen line. I'm not trying to hit a winner. Goes to the middle. Now we're into dinking. The rally is neutral. When we're back at the baseline and they're not, when we're back at the baseline and they're at the kitchen, we're at a big disadvantage. We want to get to neutral before we try to win.
Stack and get those forehands in the middle and be at a position of strength.
Nice.
Oh, dribbles over the net. He gets it back over. Angelosi goes for the lob, and it's called long.
Nice. Okay. So what did we see there? I think John here got a little tight in this point. It was one of the first longer rallies of the match. So I want you to check out his form when he hits the lob. Watch. Watch this guy here, his partner in the white hat. Watch. As soon as he hits the lob, watch. First of all, he's lobbing. He's off of his back foot. We're both ready on the kitchen line for what may happen. He's off of his back foot. Look at that space here. Watch his body the second he hits the ball. Watch it. Watch it. Look, immediately is running backwards. So that lob, he's not going to have full control. I like to lob when my weight's going forward so I can feel the ball. This is like a bailout lob, maybe because I'm a little nervous, and it goes just long.
It's very small.
High ball. Good, they're scrambling. Good, I want to pause this right here. Watch when we're hitting these shots. They're back, we're up. Look how we're applying pressure to keep them back. Form, technicality-wise. We set our wrist and snap through. I see lower level players have these extra motions. You want to lean all the way in and snap through with the wrist. Watch me right here. I think I hit this one. Snap through. Ready? Snap through. Snap through. Good. See, Mark did it too.
Making their way up. Let's reset.
The server's third shot, so much more difficult.
Look out.
Great point. Lot to learn from. I keep saying it, but this is good, guys. This is why we're watching. I want to rewatch this point as a whole. There's something huge that you can use in your own game. Here we go. So everything's good. It's when we're in the dinking rally, okay? So when the ball nicks the net, watch when the ball nicks the net. Bam. Okay, so I see Mark go in and hit this ball. Look from down here like that. I know that if Mark's hitting that ball, he is going to be hitting a dead dink. He can't put any pressure on that ball. So look, I'm looking at him. Where's the ball land? Dead and lofty in the kitchen out wide. Okay, look where the ball is. Look what I do. I jump back like 2 to 3 steps because if this guy speeds up a dead dink, which I saw a dead dink, so I'm assuming it's probably going to get sped up, especially if it's out wide, I don't want to have to guess forehand, backhand. Instead, it's too close if you stay on the line. Instead, I take 2 steps back, so it gives me an extra half a second to read bam or bam. Let's see where he speeds it up. Bam. You see that? So instead, look, we're going to watch it again. Now you know what to look for. So instead, I'm able to flip forehand and just smoke the ball. Step back, bam.
Look out.
Perfect. Perfect execution.
Angelosi. Nice.
Ooh, maybe going out. Nice.
Yeah, they gotta be careful attacking.
Right now, hopefully they'll maintain.
Nice. So guys, this is a prime example. How to deal with a banger 101. Okay. Look at this. The guy bangs the ball at me. My whole goal is to get the ball hard and down to his feet. I mess up on the first ball. It goes back up to his chest. I try to get it down. Look at this next ball. Bam. Look, I hit it straight down toward his feet. Boom. If somebody's banging the ball at you, don't try to slow it down. They're just going to crash and slam the next one. Instead, show them that their banging doesn't faze you. Attack back at their feet. Ooh, nice point we got right here. Ooh, good try, good try.
When players have to change their shot, they're more apt to make a mistake.
Nice, Mark.
We'll get back to that in a second.
Ooh. Ooh.
Players are quicker moving to their forehands than their backhands. And that's why these lefty...
Look where I reset that ball. I reset that ball to the middle. I don't try to go in front of me. I don't try to go wide. Look where it lands. Middle. Reset middle, guys. Telling you. Consistency. Net's 2 inches lower. Ay, ay, ay. I can't miss that one. Great point all around. Bad execution by me.
Or Michael and John get off this 6.
Nice. Okay. So why am I able to win this hands battle so convincingly here? I'm going to tell you. So check this out. So look where he speeds the ball up from. Look, 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 look. Look, the ball is directly in the middle of the court when he's speeding it up. I teach that you really don't want to speed balls up off the bounce from the middle of the court. You really want to prioritize only the wings of the court, meaning like down the sidelines on either side. When you speed up through the middle of the court, he can only really go at Mark over there, cross court, through the middle of the court, or at my body. This sideline here, all of this, he can't really get that ball from the middle. You can't curl it there. It's always going to go out. So this tells me all I have to do is sit on my backhand. There's only one spot he can go on me, and that's right in front of me. If he decides to go through the middle, I don't even have to flip open because Mark is there. So I'm just on my chest. If somebody speeds this ball up, I'm never going to lose it because I'm only thinking cover one spot, and it went right to that spot.
No topspin.
Nice. Pay attention to Mark right here. Good. That was an amazing shot. Like I said earlier in the video, check this out. I'm going to pause it. When things get... Oops. Wait a minute. Good. All right, so when the opponents are back and you have that sitting ball, okay? Here's an example. Watch Mark's paddle. Look, he sits it out in front, holds it, and then snaps through with the wrist. There's no big windup. Like I said this earlier. Look.
Look out.
He does it right here, too. Right here. Look. Snap. That is something that you need to be practicing. If you're a 4.0, I guarantee you're not doing that. You got to work on getting that power, but really you do that because it gives you so much control.
By Leonard. That's gonna sit.
Great. Why did he miss that ball? So like I said earlier in the video as well, when we first started, we were a little tight on the center court, all the people. So we were staying back on our third shots. We were going up like we're tethered to a rope. Now we won the first game. We're up 5-1. I'm feeling loose. Mark hits that ball. Okay. I'm 2 steps in from him, 2 tight baby steps. But as soon as I see his drop his good look, I unleash. I put myself pressuring. Big presence in the middle of the court. That is off-ball pressure that got us a free point. Yeah, huge IQ play from Mark there to be able to make that ball. I want you to pay attention. It's something very minute that pretty much every top pro player is doing. Not saying we're top pro players. I'm just saying, like, here's what it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, so look at this. This ball bounces the 4th. Look at the 4th, okay? Mark hasn't hit the ball yet, but I can guarantee you for sure Mark sees that John right here has 2 hands on the paddle, meaning John is expecting the ball to come line heavily. If you have 2 balls on the paddle and you're sitting somewhere, if you hit it to the other side of their body, it is impossible for him to open quick enough. Impossible. Look, I'm going to put it in slow-mo. Look where Mark hits it. Oopsie. Here we go. Look. Right through.
Terrific recognition there by Dancourt.
Just another point to bring them to 7-2.
Ooh.
Look at the hands.
Ooh.
Oh, he got it.
Oh.
The point of the match.
Good point. Good point.
40 replay. Oh, the defense.
Look at the defense off the Ernies.
Nice. They're unstacked here. The lefties on the left, the righties on the right. To win the match, we're up 10-3. Yeah.
And that kind of resembles the entire.
If a lefty and righty are unstacked, meaning they're on the wrong sides, hit a lot of dinks to the middle, and then when you get a speed up, go through the middle. Normally, They're discombobulated.
Backhand flick winner.
Closing
the
out
score.
2 games straight, 11-6 and 11-3, and they get to move on.
There were 3 blaring takeaways that you can steal from this video and apply to your own game if you're not already. And the first one is the fourth balls, meaning if your opponent is hitting third shot drops and it's a little high, how do you hit that ball out of the air? It's for fourth balls, or if your opponents are just back in general and you want to lean in and apply pressure. Like we said in the video, this is the 3rd time me mentioning it. That's why it's important. Mark especially leans in, sets his wrist, and snaps through the ball. There's not this extra motion. That is how you be consistent and not miss a lot of balls. Amateur players, it's this huge take back. No, here, snap through. Number 2 is if it's a big match or you're nervous, when your partner is hitting their third shot drops or third shot drives, stay back next to him, let them drive the ball, and you both look to reset. It's very common when people are nervous, when your partner's driving, you just sprinting in trying to look for the poach because you're nervous out of your comfort zone. Instead, stay back and just prepare for defense. It makes you way more comfortable, as well as your partner who's the one hitting the ball. And then once you start gaining confidence, you can start to read his ball more and unleash and look for that poach. Takeaway number 3 is that I think I hit practically all of my third shot drops and resets to the middle of the court. When you're hitting drops, you shouldn't have the mindset of trying to find that open space and hit a winner. Maybe once every 1,000. Your goal when hitting a drop or reset is to neutralize out the point and get to neutral. We do that by dropping to the middle of the court. The net is 2 inches lower. It goes a long way on you being consistent and making balls in the court. If you made it till the end of the video, that means you're a real supporter of mine, so I thank you. But it also means that you're serious about getting better at pickleball. So I have this for you. If you head over to tanner.pickleball.com, you can sign up for my completely free newsletter right here. You just put your email in. I send out a weekly newsletter, 1 exclusive video each week, as well as what I'm currently working on my pro journey, what I'm doing to improve my game week by week, so you can take that as you will to put it towards your own game. Thank you for watching. Smash that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.